This is Undergroundopolis.
We worked so hard, we waited for so long, watching other people's backs, waiting for our turn. Who hesitates is lost, success comes at a cost. We gave our all and we deserve to get it back now. Oh, who would go through the same shit we did? Who wouldn't break but keep living in it? It's never late to move up, that's what makes us feel triumphant. Through ups and downs we have gone, burned out, freaked out, yeah we have won. Here's to never giving up, after falling getting up, and to always stay persistent. Oh, who would go through the same shit we did? Who wouldn't break but keep living in it? It's never late to move up, that's what makes us feel triumphant. Oh, who would go through the same shit we did? Who wouldn't break but keep living in it? It's never late to move up, that's what makes us feel triumphant. Oh, who would
Hello, everybody. Sorry if I was having trouble with Facebook, streaming to Facebook. I think I got it fixed. That's why the intro song went over a little bit longer than I usually do. All right, just a couple quick little announcements as always. This Thursday night, go see, if you're in Southern Indiana in the USA, go see Bugbot and Jesse and the Hog Brothers at the Enchanted Forest in New Albany, Indiana. Go see them there. All right. And that's probably about my only local announcement right now. Nobody sent me, Andy. That's on you guys. If you send me your local announcements, I will read them on this show, but nobody did. So that's all I got. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring my guests on. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Oh wow, what a filter!
Yeah, look at that.
I did nothing. It just happened by itself. Nika, go ahead first. Introduce us.
All right, we are a band called Chase the Comet. I sing, and Alex plays guitar. Yeah, he actually marked it there. Yes, and you have just listened to our track Triumphant, which I think is a great idea, Rob. I think it's amazing that you decided to open with a song, right? Because why talking
Sets
about
up the
music?
mood
Let's
immediately.
listen.
Yes, sets up the mood.
I mean, do you guys have a brass section?
For this song, yes, and for another one as well. But
Yeah, there's a couple.
Not like regularly,
That's neat that you put brass and metal-esque music.
Right? You liked it because that was my idea. I was
Yeah.
like, why not bring the brass section, and also why not have it in the breakdown, because no one did that before. I think.
No, that's one of the things I noticed. So, what you're in Russia right now?
Nah, not really.
No, we don't go to Russia. We
Oh,
have very um, peculiar political views. We don't agree with the current direction of the Russian government. That's why we boycott and we don't go there. And that's kind of a problem for us because that means that we can see our families, but we travel a lot. Um, ooh, thank you.
Nice, nice. Yes, we agree.
Now, where it's actually very interesting. We lived in the United States for 7 years, but right now I am in Mexico and Alex is in Uzbekistan, and I'm gonna fly there. In wait, actually, today I'm starting my way back, so it's gonna take me 2 days to get from Mexico to Uzbekistan.
I've been missing you, Nika, here in Uzbekistan.
but so there's a distance there. You're just curious, what time is it where you're at,
In
Alex?
Uzbekistan, it's 9 p.m.
Is it
So
really?
I'm ahead of you guys a little bit.
So, tell me all about the new album.
Well, if we decide to tell you all,
Okay.
that will take us days, but let's try to keep it succinct and interesting. We just released a new album with Pavement Entertainment and Sony. It's a mix of songs that were written from 2019, late 2019, I think, up until 2022. So we have a lot of songs that we wrote during COVID, and I think that's something that people, can really relate to because it's a lot about loneliness and it's a lot about trying to find one's way and yeah, finally finding the path to like hope and to learning to live again. So I think that's the main idea of the album, with mentioning a few important topics. Like we have a song called Mother Earth, that's about the climate change. And but mostly it's about internal struggles that we have all gone through in the last few years. They've been a wild ride. So
And also,
yeah.
what's important to mention is that this is the first part of the dilogy. Is it called the dilogy? Because in Russian it's called dilogia.
Yeah.
So it has to be two parts. This is the first part called Inception. But as of now, we're slowly working on the second part,
Yeah.
which is going to be the continuation of the idea that we, started in the first record.
All right. Tell me about Mother Earth. That's a really good song. So go ahead and what give a little bit more and just a tad more insight on that for us.
So I've been, an eco activist for a long time. I've always been, very supportive of our Mother Earth. And right now, I've actually done a peyote ceremony here in Mexico. Also trying to deepen that connection with the spirit and with Mother Earth. And we've been writing on this topic for quite a while. And this song specifically was written again in 2020 when we went to rent a cabin, get away from the city. And um, I've been vegetarian for 16 years and I've been trying to, focus and help people pay more attention to how they spend our resources on this planet, and how this planet needs help basically, right? And I think that's a very, very important topic. And even though people are saying, oh, what can I do with all these corporations making money on oil and blah 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 and like making plastic, I think it's important that every one of us takes responsibility. Even just like little things, turning off the lamp when you leave, or like not wasting water when you brush your teeth. Just little things,
Don't
make
use
all
that
the
much
difference.
plastic. Don't use that much plastic, as they love it to do in Uzbekistan. Unfortunately, the full country is like full of plastic. From my perspective, I can say that this was probably the most difficult song to work on the arrangement for, because the goal for the song was very big, obviously. So we had to musically show something that would complement the lyrics like accordingly because the lyrics were obviously strong. So I had to make a strong arrangement for the music, and this is what we
What
had
you did.
a few arguments with, right, with Nika, because like we couldn't find the seemed to be the right solution for the song, but fortunately, you know,
I think we
for,
did
for,
find
for
it.
discussion and through some slight arguments, we found it, and I'm really proud of this one. Yeah, but Rob, tell us what's your favorite song from the record because you told me already.
Oh, we doing this? Tabula Rosa.
Can you imagine, Nika?
I really
Yeah,
dug Tabula.
for our viewers, it's important to say that this is the only song in Russian from the record.
But that's neat to me. That's neat to me.
It's a
But
melodic one. Yeah, I love it too.
that's because it's. I couldn't imagine trying to translate that to English.
Actually, if you go to our Instagram, I think we've translated the chorus, at least the chorus,
Okay.
to the Chat GPT does all the job for you these days. So like keep the Shakespeare style for the translation, make it rhyme and stuff like this, and voila, it's done. But tell me, like, what does it feel like to be listening to the lyrics in Russian, not understanding a word, but like, do you like how Nika's voice sounds in Russian,
Yes.
like sonically?
Yes.
What does it you remind of? Like,
It was.
I'm just so curious.
Oh, it was just drive in the car and stuff. I was like, "This is the song. this is my pick of the song."
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to hear it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I feel like a lot of people just do not understand, and they don't even think about it. But English is not my first language, and I write all these songs, all these lyrics. I write in my second language,
Your
and
musical language.
yeah, I would say I've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of
You
myself
have,
with that
you
one.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, so then people just forget about it sometimes, I think, or they don't even think about it. So I
But
thought,
maybe it's good if they don't think about it. It's good because they don't hear probably the difference between the music they're listening to and between us, because they take it for like we're almost like natives for them. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
because I worked a lot on my accent,
it's a
right?
good
So when I sing, you can't hear the accent, so nothing is distracting you from the meaning, right?
Oh
That
yeah,
I'm trying
absolutely.
to deliver.
Is it called Slavic? Just
It's one of the Slavic languages. Yes, Russian.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, like I'm asking because I don't know.
No, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
group. Nika
we
is a
have
linguist. So.
Yeah, we have
Oh, yeah.
three Slavic languages basically, which is Ukrainian, Belarusian, and Russian. They're very similar, but still different languages.
Does Croatia speak that?
No, they speak Croatian.
Okay. Okay.
But I mean,
Uh,
we can catch up. We can catch up some words, like maybe in a sentence of like 10 words, we can catch up maybe like 2, 3 words, probably maybe
okay.
less.
Just,
Sometimes less.
I know
Sometimes
I
more.
ask weird questions sometimes.
No, it's
No, it's all
interesting.
right. That's what makes it interesting, right? If everybody asks the same question, like who would want to watch interviews, right? But
Yeah,
that's
I think Polish, from the Poland, the language of the Poland. So it's the like we understand many words from Polish for some reason.
Well,
yeah. Well, they're Eastern European languages. They're less um, similar, but we can still understand. Like they're very close. It's like Portuguese and Italian, right?
really?
Yeah.
See, I'm learning.
There you go. Please come to me. As Alex said, I'm a linguist by education, so I know that this is my
Right
neck
place.
of the
This
woods.
is the right place to learn.
No, I work with a guy from Croatia. His name is Igor, and
Mhm.
the Americans here want to call him Igor, and I keep saying, "Don't. Why do you call him that? Isn't that how it's pronounced?" No.
It's
Well, I
like
don't.
it's like Ivan.
Yeah,
In
it's like
Russian we
Ivan.
call it
Mhm.
Ivan. So so it's E instead of I, and the stress goes on the A. So it's
Yeah.
Ivan instead of Ivan.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
know.
There's a couple of guys. One just retired. He was he's he was Bosnian. He came over from the massacres, and man, he had some roughs. He had a rough life.
Yeah,
I can
yeah, I
imagine.
bet.
Yeah, I can
From the
imagine.
Bosnian Wars. He was a refugee from the Bosnian Wars. But
Yikes.
yeah, I can't. He saw some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be tough for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent.
no, it's all right. It's
It's
all
all the
right.
Slavic culture, that takes you away from the agenda.
But let me ask you this: as a vegetarian, I just bought like an hour ago some black bean raviolis. What sauce would you put with that?
Oh, I'm all for the spicy one. I love
Well, you're
hot
in
stuff.
Mexico, right, Nika?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that. I'm in Mexico. I eat my serrano peppers every day.
I'd suggest mayo, maybe because
Really?
yeah, like to match the colors. If you have something black, I would immediately think of something white, as a sauce. So probably
That's
mayo.
an
Where
interesting combination,
yeah,
Alex.
right.
Well,
I googled it. It said red cream or red pepper cream sauce, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" That
well,
sounds like a lot of dishes. That's
yeah.
what
Well,
it
that's the field for experiments. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just usually I'm using stuff that I have at home. And my thing is just I prefer a lot of vegetables. Like that's kind of my thing, and I try to keep it healthy. Yeah,
All
and
right.
spicy.
Let me get back to the music before we're. You told me a story before we started, Alex. Would you? And I said I wanted you to repeat that. Would you?
About the tabula rasa song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
basically
and then
when I was
booking the shows in Russia a little bit.
not in Russia, but here in Uzbekistan. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
was
the story about the song is pretty much I just was on the metro when I was visiting my first apartment when I was born, and I haven't been there for like I don't know how many years, maybe 20 years or something. So I got very emotional and moved by the fact that I saw the surroundings, the neighborhood, and it got me real emotional. And while I was going from that place to my parents' place, and it took me about like 40 minutes. I wrote all the lyrics. So then I had to just take my guitar and find the right chords for the lyrics. So that was basically on the metro. That was my probably first complete song on the metro because I immediately knew what I wanted to write about. And it was just like I don't know, I was just like broadcasting ideas, not really thinking, too much about what I was writing. And that was pretty cool experience.
but now here I'm ignorant again. By the metro, what do you?
Just underground
Subway.
Okay.
subway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't mean to be stupid.
No, and also there's like a context of like Nika is singing in the song that we're using masks if you translate the lyrics. So there's
Because it was right after COVID
yeah,
again.
right after COVID, and I was like just like looking around at people, and no, mostly all the people were wearing masks because they were afraid to get sick and stuff. And I was like, guys, this is not the right way to to evolve in this life. Like masks, what are you talking about? Like just work on your health. Be
Yeah,
healthy, eat
and the
healthy.
masks
Yeah,
everywhere
yeah,
on the
wouldn't save you
ground, just like
from
trash.
shit. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, yeah. You guys are just being scared. That's what's up. So yeah, that kind of it's not really relevant anymore, unfortunately. The lyrics about the masks, but that's
No, they still are because people still wear masks
oh
metaphorically.
really,
So I
really?
think that's very on point.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, and regarding booking concerts here in Tashkent, I mean, the people are nice here. It's just like our music is not for Uzbekistan, obviously, because we sing in English, and our message is for the people who speak English as their first language, for the United States,
And
for
also
Canada, Great
for the
Britain.
people who appreciate original art, which
Yes,
I was just
very
telling
much
everyone,
so.
whoever I could tell, that's why I love Americans, because they appreciate original art, and they actually appreciate when people, move with their own business, with their own agenda, and they support. This is like one thing that I
We've been
admire
missing.
in
We've
American
been
people.
missing
That's
it.
why
Yeah.
we initially came to America, and like we were so supported. We felt so supported and loved by the American audience. It just, yeah, it makes you,
Not only do they appreciate and support, but also they create new art as
yeah,
well, which is important because here many people are kind of eager to create something new, but there's no I call it social request or something like this, like demand,
demand.
social demand, right? When the society is looking for something and you just give it to them, to the people. No one is looking for any new music here. That's why people, the artists and the musicians, they are afraid of creating any new music because they don't want to spend their money on something that people probably would not appreciate.
Hmm. Right.
So it's kind of understandable, but it's sad.
Talk about your new video before we wrap it up. The Road has 6,000 views already on
Hell
YouTube.
yeah.
You didn't
Well,
even know, did you?
it sounds a little bit like a joke, but I mean, it's a very cool video. I feel a little sad that things evolve so fast nowadays that people don't really need to watch full videos, but they're because their attention span just
Hmm.
doesn't allow them. That's why it's mostly like on short videos, reels, or shorts
Yeah.
on YouTube. We still released it because it was a video that we actually shot quite a while ago. And since we signed an agreement with a label, we just wanted to give a little bit more exposure to this video because it's awesome and the song is awesome, and I think it can really resonate with metal fans because I think it's one of the heaviest songs that we have. And it also, we're both fairy tale characters, like video game characters in this video, which can also resonate with a lot of people, I think, because we're
And
both gamers.
also, I have the hymn T-shirt in the video, the band hymn. So maybe the metalheads would appreciate that too. But yeah, Nick is right that not many people these days watch full music videos, and we don't really do that either. I guess because like I don't recall the last time I watched any like music video.
Well,
Unfortunately,
this video is, and let me just be clear. It's an amazing music video to watch.
It
We
is.
actually filmed it in the Sequoia National Forest, and again, it was in 2020. So we went there despite like all the lockdown and everything, and it was the way for us to pour our feelings into art and to be busy with creating something. So that was amazing, and we had a fantastic team of people working on this video, all Russian. Well, actually, one Belarusian guy, but everybody else was from Russia. Working on something together in the United States. It was just like pure art, honestly. So, and also, by the way, this music video has a continuing in the redwoods. No, not in the redwoods, Camino Kai, in the Sequoia National Park. It's in California,
you gotta
but
check it
more
out,
to the
man.
south.
You'll love
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're very much into fantasy. We're nerds. Like the Lord of the Rings is literally my Bible, and that's why it's very important for us to pour that into what we do, and like in the visual. So yeah, it's a great music video, and then the continuation, as I said, can be found on YouTube as well if you look for Chase the Comet Noble Night. That's like that's part two.
Right.
So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this work, and that's why when the label told us we needed to present a music video, I said, you know what, I think this one deserves a little bit more exposure, a little bit more attention. So that's why we decided to present it
And also,
again,
we changed the music for the video because for the record we re-recorded the drums, so now we have the live drums on the track, and that
on
was
the
one.
full album, actually. That's
Yeah.
our first album with live drums on all the tracks.
Yeah, as Chase the Comet. Yes.
Yes.
Well, signing on the pavement was definitely a good direction. That's going to help a lot.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Tim King had a couple of, from Soil, had a couple of big songs back a couple, like he's anyway.
Yeah.
Plug in your website before we wrap it up.
Yeah, it's just chasethecomet.com, and that's how you can find us on all social media. Just look for Chase the Comet. It's pretty much the same everywhere, and we're active on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So whatever suits you, you can find us there, and join our small but loyal community. And we are very down to earth, as people love saying, and we actually connect with our audience.
And if you guys are going to watch the Road music video, as we talked about it, just don't forget to leave a comment, because it helps the algorithms to push the video a bit further.
That's why I do this thing. That's why. Where did I put it? That's why I do that. That is exactly.
Yes, indeed. Because we have to support each other. That's the only way to survive for us creative individuals.
Yep. That is all our time we have for now. Thank you for listening to Undergroundopolis. Remember, we do this every Wednesday night, bringing you new and exciting artists every week. Be sure to hit up their websites and social media and stream or download their music. If you like this show, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, any streaming platform, and leave us a review as well. I'm your host, Rob.